What's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're actually gonna be switching to Pokemon. We're actually gonna be doing more Pokemon content. If you haven't seen my Scarlet and Violet playlist, I did a lot of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet on there, and I did the DLC as well. Today we are gonna be doing Legends Arceus or Arceus or what, like however you pronounce it. There's been a lot of stuff on how you pronounce it. It's either Arceus, Arceus, or Arcus. I say Arceus, so we're gonna stick with that. So I might try voice acting in this game, but I haven't really spent a lot of time with this game. I've only played it once, but whatever. Welcome to my realm, located beyond both time and space. It is well that thou art here. I am which humans call Arceus. Now I wish to know thine appearance. As you know, I go through all characters. I'm going to go the blonde haired one. What is thy name? Now, for Scarlet we did for Violet we did Sage. For Scarlet we did Vivi. It's a completely different Pokemon game, so I have no idea what the name what thy name should be. I was thinking we either go with like Ellie or like, you know, Willow or something like that. You know, there's a name I haven't really used much, and also I haven't really used it much. Phoebe, you know? I don't know. It doesn't really sound right. Um, mm, let's do Clara. Yes. Yeah, let's do Clara. Clara. Soon thou shalt find thyself in a world strange to thee. A world inhabited by wondrous creatures that humans call Pokémon. Clara. See all Pokémon and thou shalt find me once more. Title card. Pokémon Legends Arceus. Nah, who really cares what the game's called anyway? That's kind of do. Wake up! Oh, no, do wake up, won't you? Are you alive, my girl? You get quite a shock falling from the sky like that. But thank goodness you seem unharmed. Why, this is Prelude Beach, of course. Dear me, did the shock of your fall somehow add out your memory? I must say, your clothing is unusual. You wouldn't happen to have an acquaintance in these parts, would you? I see. You seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Might I offer some directions? Do you have somewhere around here you could stay? So you don't know anyone here, and you don't even know where to spend the night. Well, this is a poor pickle indeed. Are you quite sure you'll be able to survive? I see. Well, no gentleman would abandon a person in such need. Oh my, I completely forgotten. I had just caught up to these three wandering Pokémon when you tumbled out of the sky. It's almost as if they knew you appeared here. Ah, but do you even know what a Pokémon is? Of course I do. My, that's a relief, though. You fell from the sky. It seems we have some common ground, eh? Well, yes. Well, these three Pokémon belong to me, mysterious creatures that they are. Oh yes, and what might your name be? Oh, so you're called Clara. The name has quite a ring to it. I imagine it must have some lovely meaning. Oh, but I do apologize. I haven't even introduced myself. My name is Lamington. I am a Pokemon professor myself. Every Pokemon professor says that. Except for, I guess, Professor Turo and Professor Sada. They don't really say that. That is to say, I'm a scholar seeking deep and understanding of Pokemon. Yes, Pokemon such as these three here. Oh, blast them, brother! My darling Pokemon, why would you run from me again? I'm terribly sorry, but do you think you could help me round them up? I beg you. Wait, you three, wait! So yeah, I know all the characters' names and everything. I know all the characters' names and everything. Because apparently I played this game once before. Like I said, only once. Alas, yet another miss. Ah, I'm glad you've come to my rescue, my new friend from the sky. I tried catching my little runaways by tossing some Pokeballs their way, but I'm not the best at this sort of thing, you see. I'd love to give you a go at it, but perhaps I should tell you a bit about these three first. That one is Rowlet. Rowlet can photosynthesize like a plant, and apparently it bows using its sharp feathers. That one over there is Cyndaquil. The fire burning on Cyndaquil's back will flare up whenever it's surprised or irate. The Pokemon near the pond is Oshawott. Oshawott naps while floating on the water, and it can bow using its shell-like object on its belly. Oh my, I nearly forgot to cover the most crucial thing. How to go about catching Pokemon. Here you are, my girl. Pokeballs. Throw these at the Pokemon to catch them. Ah, but you won't do for an explanation, will it? I do apologize. Let me be more thorough. Now that I mentioned already that Pokemon are strange and marvelous creatures, what's so strange about them, you ask? Well, each and every Pokemon is able to shrink itself down to a minuscule size. And that's where Pokeballs come in. Pokeballs are a recent invention, you see. Don't know the Pokemon? And why the Pokemon will shrink down inside the ball, funky as can be. But with that, you've got a Pokemon. I know we've just met, but I'm afraid I have no one else to turn to. It'd be awfully grateful if you catch my three runaways. Now, the proper technique is to take aim at the Pokemon and then let the ball fly. It's quite simple. Though far it be from me to say so, I suppose, given my own dire lack of skill in this area. So you guys are wondering which one I'm actually going to catch first? Oh, I mean, which Pokemon I'm gonna pick for my starter? Oh, wonderful, you've caught a Pokemon. It seems you've quite the knack for this Pokemon catching business, Clara. Joyfully useful skill to have around here. Only 2 my darling runaways left now. Still, this is most unusual. You don't see any fearful Pokemon in the slightest. Right? Like I was trying to say, you guys might be wondering which Pokemon I'm gonna choose as a starter. When I played this the first time, I chose Oshawott. I can hardly believe it, Clara. Incredible. You know, many people fear to even approach Pokemon, never mind catch them. Bravo indeed. There's one more to go. Let's wrap this up sharpish, shall we? When I played this the first time, I picked Oshawott, and yes, I'm afraid that can happen. Pokeballs are hardly 100% foolproof. Give it another go, girl. And when I played through this the first time, I picked Oshawott, but I may pick a different one for this playthrough. So, thank you very much indeed. What a relief to have them all back. You see, the 3 Pokemon you've caught have only just arrived at the village to help with our research. They won't yet listen to anyone. As I mentioned, they pulled it from the village, almost as they knew you coming falling. What did I say, Clara? I was taken aback by how I use Pokeballs. How is that you can catch Pokemon so ably when you only just arrived here? One can't help but think there's a reason you appeared here and now. Seek out all Pokemon. That is an art phone, you say? An art device, could it be finding you somehow? If you'll indulge me for a moment, there's something I'd like to share with you. You see, I have a dream to compile this region's first complete record of its Pokemon. We in the field call such a catalog a Pokédex. Yes, a proper Pokédex is a wonderful work of research containing detailed records of all the Pokemon to be found in a region. But in order to properly document Pokemon, one must of course catch them. And therein lies the rub, I'm afraid. Pokeballs have only just been invented, and not many have mastered the skill of using them. Enter you, a person with a clear talent for catching Pokemon. Your goal is to get every Pokemon, and mine is to have all those Pokemon caught. Situation right for teamwork, don't you agree? Come now, what do you say? Shall we help one another, my girl? You've convinced me. I'm not gonna catch all Pokemon. Disclaimer, I'm not gonna do it. Whoever and from wherever you may be, I welcome you with open arms. We've got a Pokédex to complete. First things first, let's get these Pokemon back to the village. Then we'll sort out your lodgings and find you some proper clothes and a meal and all that. Follow me then, onward to Jubilife Village. Thank you for your talents for keeping us safe, my good guardsman. This young lady was a great assistance to me and my Pokemon, so I hope you'll forgive my bringing her into the village for a bit. This way, if you please. Through that village has come a long way, thanks to the fine people of the Galaxy Expedition Team. This road we are on now is known as locals Tanala Avenue. The village was built scarcely 2 years ago, but there's much to do, and yet not many to do it. And since we know so little about local Pokemon, people hesitate to set foot outside the village. Now that impressive building up ahead is the Galaxy Hall, headquarters for this entire outfit. Oh, Brother, I almost forgot them. I need to go and report that we successfully recovered the escaped Pokemon. Might I ask you to wait for me at the canteen? It's just past this bridge here, and to the left. The Wallflower it's called. Well now, aren't you awfully suspicious? Wallflowers for Galaxy Team folk only, and we don't have seats for outsiders. Move along. Who in the world are you, and what's that bizarre garb you're wearing? Pokemon wants to slice through those flimsy excuses for clothes. For you to get in here, someone must have vouched for you. What, was it Professor Lavington? Do you two know each other? He's from a region a long way off. The most reliable sort, though, letting Pokemon run off and give him the slip and all. 3 more of them got away just a while ago. If I hadn't been resting up after some Pokemon, starting with a move called Thunder Shock, it would have quarreled up for sure, but the Professor, well, unfortunately, it's just as Ray says. I'm a pretty sort of fellow, to put it mildly. Everything will be quite alright now. Clara here has agreed to help us with our Pokédex. As in, she's going to join the survey corps? But what makes you think that's a good idea? We can't just take in any misfit who wanders out of the wilderness. I'll allow it. Assuming the individual can contribute to the survey corps, that is. I'm the captain of the Galaxy Team's survey corps. You may call me Celine. Professor Lavington has told me how you helped secure his Pokemon when they slipped his control. Now it seems he would like us to feed and house you in exchange for an ongoing labor. You look to be 15 or so. Quite old enough to work for your keep. We can't simply take on a stranger who wanders in among us without any idea of their skills or origins. Tomorrow we shall see if you can prove yourself worthy. Most reasonable decision, Captain. Now, would you care to join us for a meal? I'm sure you've got plenty of questions for our visitor. That's quite alright. I prefer to eat alone, so I might appreciate my meal without distraction. Aloof as always, I see. Well, no matter. The rest of us can share a meal and some pleasant conversation then, eh? Benny old chum, the usual damn mochi, if you please, we're making it for 3 today. Wonderful stuff, Benny, much obliged. Your return mochi never failed to please. Where'd you find this stranger in the first place, Professor? Well, you know, of that great hole in the sky, the one people call the space time rift. Our new friend fell right out of it. Was that a joke? Well now, I am a scientist. My job is to observe and explain any and all phenomenon. Anyway, yeah. Phenomenon? Whatever. I concern myself only with the facts. Now, you already know there are many Pokemon here in the City region. Sure, They're all over the place. In the grass, in the forests, in the ocean. It's up to us in the survey corps to study them and figure out what kind of creatures they are. Well, we know this much. We want to terrifying creatures. It is all possible to know what kinds of powers they might possess and what sorts of wondrous things they can do. But that's where Clara will come in. He successfully caught 3 Pokemon, 3 of them in quick order, you understand? Nobody in the Galaxy team is capable of feats such as that. That means we can finally begin our Pokemon research in earnest. That's really something. We count ourselves lucky we managed to catch a single wild Pokemon while fending off their attacks. Wow, but to be perfectly fair, the Pokemon that fled to the beach went on the attack. But the key to catching Pokemon is while getting close enough to aim Pokeball well. And it seems our new friend is fearless enough to do just that. The survey corps really have the leeway to be enjoying a leisurely meal with this outsider? Your captain just ordered 10 whole portions of Tamagotchi, you know. There's no progress on that Pokédex of yours clearly has her on edge. I'm sure we'll start to rein in the good captain's stress eating soon enough. Now, have your fill, Clara, and think, if you make it into the team, you'll never have to worry about a meal again. The team provides for all of its members' needs, and if I say members fell out of the sky. Yeah, alright. Well, that was quite delicious indeed. You're awfully relaxed about this. Do you know that we won't get to have Clara join the survey corps unless she passes the trial? Not to worry, I have complete confidence in Clara's skills. Let's hope it's not misplaced. Clara, was it? For tonight, at least, we will provide you with a place to sleep. You may use our quarters there. But if you fail to pass the trial, we put you to tomorrow. You must move on. You will be expelled from the village to meet your fate and perhaps your death in the wilds. Oh boy. Countess Eileen's like Hisui in a way. They're both plenty harsh. Now, she suddenly puts on a stern front to help keep us all safe. Anyway, I think it's time we return in for the night, eh? It's a good thing one can't fall out of the futons we sleep in here. I bet our new friend has enough following for one day. But with that, I bid you both a good night. Yeah, sleep tight. Still, people falling from the sky. There's some kind of story. Yeah. Sorry about that. Okay. It's just pulling it, okay. Turn it into the night. Next day. Hey, you in there? You awake? That was some wild line last night, right? Really, if you're up, come on out. you sleep alright? I know that it's not easy in a strange new land. We better not keep Kanasami waiting. Let's hurry to headquarters. These videos are gonna be kinda as long as the Shadow and Violet videos, so like 20 minutes to an hour, most likely. So, yeah. 3R Galaxy Hall, what do you think? Ever seen such a building this grand before? Don't give up, keep those eyes open. The wild Pokemon, they were everywhere, tagging from all sides. That's not my farm Pokemon, but guess the whole pack outnumbered. This is what happens when you go so far afield. The medical corps will put you to rights. You do realize that if you fail your trial and get flung out of the village, you could well die out there. Well, you might die even sooner than that if you had to take on this trial without a Pokemon to be your partner. Kathleen, ma'am, I've brought Clara. You may enter. I have heard Rose one of the characters in this game, but we're not gonna get to see him till a much later part. If you wish to join the Gathering Expedition team, prove yourself capable by going out into the Obsidian Fieldlands and catching 3 different seasonal Pokemon: Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. This is right away, but none of us have ever managed that. Did this stranger not catch the different Pokemon only yesterday? My trial should be simple enough for her. If the professor wasn't exaggerating things, that is. The Galaxy team does not have the means to provide for those who only take without giving. If you wish to stay, you must prove beyond any doubt that you'll be an asset to our cause. I'll lend you one of our serving corps satchels. Carry whatever you may need in the field. That whatever it is you're wearing doesn't suit your satchels in the least. Right. I'll also you step in if anything goes awry. Pardon, Clara, come with me a moment. Now then, a jolly good morning to everyone. What do you need, Professor? In order to complete our Pokédex and will simply survive this unforgiving land, there absolutely must pass this trial. And as Professor of Pokemon, I've got just the ticket to help accomplish that. Of course. Like I was saying at the beginning of this video, I chose Oshawott last time, in my first playthrough of this. Well, I'm gonna pick someone different. And you might be wondering who that is. It's Cyndaquil. Yeah, it's Cyndaquil. It's Cyndaquil. But that one of the Pokemon you caught at Prelude will now be yours to keep. Good show. I've tucked Cyndaquil back inside his Pokeball, so take it, it's yours. Sweet. A real advice, my girl. Pay close attention to which Pokeballs are empty and which ones contain Pokemon when you're out in the field. Look at those two cheer on their pals in the pool. Maybe they just wanted to help Claire with her job. That could well be. They did go dashing from the village when Claire fell out of the sky, after all. Well, not to worry, you two. I'll have you assist me with my research for now. By the by, what species of animals are in charge of the catching? Well, that's smashing. All 3 of those species can be found in the Obsidian Fieldlands. Let me give you some Pokeballs to use during your trial battle. These Pokeballs may be handcrafted, but they work a treat, as you've already seen. We'll have this trial fit in no time. Let's be off. I'll show you the way to the Senior Field Lands. Meet me at the gate to your left as you leave headquarters. Cyndaquil, let's see here. New Vice. Defense. Who cares what you have there? I can already tell you're quite the character. I'm Volo of the Genko Guild, the go-to choice of any emergency needs here in Hisui. I've heard talk about you far from the sky, didn't you? Now that's certainly a tale I'd like to hear. Oh, and you have Pokemon. You're certainly full of interesting surprises. Investigating the odd novel is the key to any good bird success. So what do you say? How about you and I see how our Pokemon stand to one another in a battle? I like you better and better. What a delightful find. I've also heard about this trial you're to attempt. Let's have a quick battle to get your blood pumping before you head out. So I hope you'll lose if Pokemon is pulled to 0. I think I have quick attack, so let's go with that. Moves, items, use them well, and the world will open up to you. It's always good fun to have your Pokemon do battle, don't you think? And as they gain experience through battle, they'll learn moves and grow even stronger. Anyway, let me help the 2 battlers recover from their little experience. And to you, my Skyfallen friend, I present some potions. You can use them on your Pokemon whenever they might be worn out from battle. I'll be hoping that you're successful in that trial of yours. More galaxy numbers means more customers for yours truly, after all. Wait. If you battle that well, I got a feeling you may have your trial well in hand. If it's even more to do with catching than battling. Now to the Singing Field Lands. Whenever you leave your life village, you have to pick a destination for your map and let Reese, the guardsman, know you're off to. That way someone can come collect you if things go wrong. Hey, I hope you make it. Hey, I hope you make it through this. You're Clara, correct? I was informed you'd be passing through. Your trial will take place outside the safety of the village. Please take care and come back alive. This is our base camp. It's where we start and finish our surveys. Now remember what you've got to do. You've been tasked with catching 3 species of Pokémon, Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. I'm curious to see the professor's stories about you are really true. Oh, Professor, something wrong? Well, you see, Countess Eileen got a hold of me after you left. She impressed upon me that I bear full responsibility for whatever happens to our stunning guest. She doesn't let up. How exactly are you supposed to help out, Professor? To be honest, my dear boy, I don't intend to lift a finger. Clara's talents are the real deal. She'll pass with flying colors, you'll see. So in other words, I'm still the one bearing the responsibility here. Not my ideal state of affairs. Let's just get started. You'll be more than equal to this, Clara. It is an aspiration hill. That's a Bidoof. That's a Bidoof, alright. You may be some sort of prodigy, but just in case, here's what Countess Eileen taught me. Bidoof is a mellow Pokemon, which means it doesn't tend to run away when you approach. Aim carefully, let your Pokemon fly, and you ought to be alright. Okay then. On the Bidoof top. Now we're on. Now on we march. Now Starly here is the type to run at the drop of a hat. Not to worry, crouch down in the grass and it won't spot you. That's how you can get close. And that's Starly caught too. I admit, I'm impressed so far. We gotta share another version of wisdom. To throw your partner's Pokeball, to quote Countess Eileen's wise techniques, have an item at the ready, but when you want to send out Pokemon, press X. Have Pokemon at the ready, but you want to throw an item, press X. The cat is a real expert on these things. Now, once you get a Pokemon ready, try aiming for a certain rocks or trees like this one. The Pokemon will hunt for berries and things, and it will bring back whatever it finds. It's a time your partner to shine. You've reached your final hurdle, catching a Shinx. There it is, Shinx. Shinx has an aggressive disposition. Did you know that already? Yes. That figures. Me. I have to focus on my Pokemon carefully and knows a thing like that. Once aggressive Pokemon get wound up, they'll knock away any balls you throw. But not to worry, I'll teach you the trick to catching them. You draw them into battle. Once it's caught up in the heat of battle, you can throw a Pokeball and try to catch it. You got a few Pokemon of your own to use now, don't you? Take one of the Pokeballs, throw it at the wild Pokemon you want to battle. Use what you learn in your battle with Ball. Get out there and make your last catch. Nice. What? You really did. That's 3 species of Pokemon caught. You really are some kind of prodigy. You must have given Professor Lavington the shock of his life. First of all, you fall from the sky and then you catch all your escaped Pokemon, one after another? I honestly didn't believe the professor's story until I saw you in action myself. And here you are, with 3 Pokemon caught. You completed your trial. And that's literally it. That's the whole tutorial right there. Kinda. Oh, I said you passed the trial with flying colors, and it seems you went into just that. Congratulations, Clara. You've taken your first step towards seeking out every Pokemon. This calls for a commemorative photograph. I gotta admit, it's true. You've got real talent for this. Now then, we left the reporting camp outside Lean. Time to head back to Jubilife Village, eh? Eventually, you should be able to have Pokemon you've caught go live in the village pastures. The most Pokemon a person can have with them while out exploring is 6, apparently. Not that we have anyone who can manage that. Come now, you two, let's not dilly dally. I got something that waits our report at headquarters. I can't wait to see the captain's reaction. Seems we won't have to leave you to die after all. Congratulations. You passed your trial. You can hold on to that satchel. I must admit, you impressed me. So I hold to judge whether a stranger like yourself would be worthy, but you cleared it. This is yours, your official uniform of the Survey Corps. Get changed in the room you used last night. Then you report once to the 3rd floor. Bring yourself and uniform to your commander. This is your first official order from your captain. There we go. Look at you in the Survey Corps uniform. Now it finally feels like one of us. But I do wonder when the captain decided to go ahead and get the uniform ready. I see you've changed. Regarding your accommodations, you may continue to use the room you slept in last night. You may wear this as well. Now present yourself to the commander. Wait, I've been waiting for you. I'm Kamano, commander of the Galaxy Expedition Team. So you are Clara. I've been briefed on your situation, including how you fell from the roof in the sky. Now then, let's see what you've made of. Face me in combat. You've got vigor, I'll give you that. We need to work on your sewer technique, but I see some potential. Don't expect a warm welcome from everyone naturally, so it won't be slow to trust an outsider. We really fell right out of the blue. The superstitious among us might see your arrival as a portent of disaster. But you passed the trial that was put to you. No matter how odd you may seem, you're part of True Life Village now. Dictate yourself to the work of the Expedition Team and complete the Pokédex. But I warn you, Clara, Pokemon are terrifying creatures. Keep your wits about as you work. So the commander has also accepted you. But understand this. You begin as a no-star recruit among our ranks. In other words, you have no rank at all. Perform as a member of the Survey Corps, and you'll move up to the ranks. Indeed, you see, the more you add to the Pokédex, the higher your rank will become. And working on the Pokédex will also, of course, bring you closer toward that goal of yours. To see every last Pokemon? Here, you'll need this. And 300 Poké as well. If you have to buy the necessary materials. Cool. Ray, you're an expert at crafting yourself. Teach her new recruit what she needs to know. Yes, ma'am, Captain. Get ready for a lesson in crafting. You're gonna need to make items from scratch. That's right. Whenever you need your survey work, you'll most likely make yourself. So then you buy a general store, but it's good to try to be self-sufficient. This way, you can even catch Pokemon with Pokeballs. We crafted ourselves. But listen to me crowd along. Let's go to the craft work so you can try it yourself. So we're gonna learn how to craft, and then we might end off the video. We're earning a place in our team. My name is Ants. I'm the local clother. Professor asked that I ready you a change of clothes, so here you go. Hope they fit. I hope you will avail yourselves to the village's humble shops. Hey, this way to the craft works. This here's the craft works, and that there is a workbench. It's where you craft things. Pretty self-explanatory, right? When you go to a workbench, also find materials to make the Pokeballs. Come on, friends, celebrate passing your trial. And as if for the money the captain gave you, feel free to spend it on however you like. Any recipe should tell you what materials you need to complete them. At the workbench, just choose what you want to make and get crafting. Go on, try it out. There we go. Oh, now that's some fine craftsmanship. Hard to believe this was your first time stepping into the workbench, my girl. You recall, of course, that Pokemon possesses the odd power to shrink themselves down. With the Pokeballs we craft, we can make use of that power to catch them. Awesome, so that more Pokemon species can be totally recorded in the Pokédex. And on that note, here you are. I prepared this volume just for you. I hope it aids you well in your aim to seek out all the Pokemon that are in this grand region. It'll take plenty of research tests to help the Resi complete the Pokédex. I've got to get going on with those myself. I'd be all too happy to explain more about the research task I could use your assistance with. Come join me at the field and camp whenever you're ready, my good Clara. Hey, excuse me, I can help you over here. If you're going to the Feelings camp, would you mind taking care of a request for me? I'm sitting guard, so I can't leave my post here, but I'll be here at headquarters if you want to talk to me. Alright, well that's it for this one. If you liked it, if you did, feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time for part 2 when I get my first star rank. Bye bye for now.